Hello children, today's lesson we'll be learning English language tenses. English language tenses are the time reference we use in our communication. Yes, if we use the tenses wrongly, we find out that we'll be miscommunicating or not communicating at all. Today, we're going to be learning the present perfect tense. Before we start, let's look at our learning objectives. The first one on the slide is identify present perfect tense in a natural way. Identify its structures, when to use present perfect tense, express thoughts using present perfect tense. Before we start, let's look at those questions. Have you been to Calabar? Has she given you the pen? Have you studied today? Have the scientists found a cure for the pandemic? Now, I need you to bear these questions in mind while we go through the lessons. Now we have the structure and uses of present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. For you to communicate or to construct or communicate in present perfect tense, you need three structures. The first is the subject, which can be either a pronoun or a noun, and the next one is the helping verb. Then the third is the main verb. Now, if you look at these headings, they are three: subject, helping verb, main verbs. These are the structures of a perfect present perfect tense. Now let's look at what it has. The first box has the subject as the heading. Then we have underneath, we have the personal pronoun I, you, they, we. Now, I and you explains persons or are persons in English. So we know that if we still remember our subject-verb agreement, we find out that persons takes the plural verb, regardless of the number. So persons, I and you, take the plural verb. So the helping verb here is have, and have is a plural verb. Now we have they and we. These are numbers. Numbers, they are plural in number. Now we have they, we. Now for they, we, you still use a plural verb. Then underneath them, we have the third person, which is she and he and it. Now, she, he, and it are singular plural and pronouns. They are singular pronouns, so they take the helping verb, singular helping verb, has. Now, for the main verbs, what we do here is, for the side, we added D. Now, for finish, we added ED. For lost, we added T. For chosen, we added N and gone. Now, these are the past participle. Past participle in English comes in D, ED, T, and N or EN. So, these are the examples we have underneath. So, if you look at the sentence, let's try to read the sentence. I have decided. You have decided. They have decided. We have decided. I have finished. You have finished. They have finished. We have finished. Then the other one is she has gone. She has gone. He has chosen. It has lost. So I just mix up the sentences for us to understand better. Present perfect tense structures. The uses of present perfect tense. Now, present perfect tense, when to use present perfect tense? We use present perfect tense when we want to communicate or when we want to talk about a finished action. Now, some of you will say, oh, I thought that a finished action is in the past. No, a finished action that started in the past and finished in the present. So, looking at the slide, uh, you will see some examples beneath which states she has lost her wallet. She has lost her wallet. Now, if you look at it in the bracket, you'll see she can't find it. So probably she lost the wallet in the past, and in the present she looked for it and she couldn't find it. So is she has lost her wallet, communicating finished actions that started in the past but ended in the present. That is why it is called present perfect tense. The second one is recent completed action. Action you started and you completed. For instance, when you ask somebody, please prepare lunch for me, and the person will prepare the lunch and present it to you, he will say, I have prepared lunch for you, meaning that the person started and completed the action. So when do we use present perfect tense? We use present perfect tense when we want to communicate finished action, recent finished action. Now, the example below states, I have just finished my project. It could also take another example such as, I have finished my project, regardless of the just. Now, the third one is unfinished action. Unfinished actions. Unfinished action. Now, explaining this unfinished action simply means, for instance, you are staying in a particular place that is not your hometown, or is not a place you are from. Maybe you stayed there and you don't live there. So you could say, or you live there, you didn't stay there, or you don't stay there. Sorry, you could say, I have lived in Paris for 5 years. I have lived in Paris for 5 years, or I have been in basic 3 for some months, or have been in Lagos for 2 months. So these are stating unfinished action. Action that the duration from the past until now. That means you started staying there in the past until date you are still there. Now, the next one is multiple actions at different times. For those of us that love to watch movies, sometimes we watch movies in a movie several times, and when we want to communicate how often or when we have watched this movie or how many times we have watched this movie, we simply use the present perfect tense. Now let's see the example below. I have seen David several times. You could also say, I have watched The Legend of the Seeker 5 times. So this is another one. Multiple actions at different times. Then the next one on the slide is life experiences. Now, when we want to communicate about life experiences, we use present perfect tense. For instance, I have read the book Redeeming Love before, or I have seen the movie before. So you are communicating life experience. You could also say, I have visited Confluence Beach. I have visited Confluence Beach. So you have visited Confluence Beach is a life experience. So when you want to communicate or talk about your life experiences, you use present perfect tense. Then another one is accomplishments. Now accomplishments are those things you were able to do. those things you have achieved, those things you were able to do and do well. So we have an example below, states man has walked on the moon. Man has walked on the moon. So think about those things you have done and you did well. Then you can use the present perfect tense and communicate it to someone. So the next one is changes over time. Yes, changes over time. You use present perfect tense when you want to talk about changes over time. Now I remember last time Mrs. Oko asked you to plant to plant a tree. Now some of you planted something and you brought it to school, and over time it changed its structure from a seed to a young plant. So if you want to communicate about the changes that have occurred on your plant, you could say, I have, my plant has grown. My plant has grown. Or you could want to say, maybe, or communicate changes in your behavior. You will say, I have started writing my notes, or I have started making notes. You see, these are present perfect tense, communicating changes over time. Now let's look at our example below. I have become more interested in medical issues. So you see, I have become more interested in medical issues. Now, if you look at this sentences I have, and these examples I have given below, you find out that we have has and a past participle of the main verb, which is lost. And another one we have, I have just finished. Now, under this, the past participle is finished of the main verb. Then the auxiliary verb here is have. So these are ways we construct present perfect tense and when we use present perfect tense. Now, remember the question I gave you at the beginning of the slide? These are the answers. Please, I would need you to read through it and find out if you were able to have the same answer as I have. Now, I will read it aloud to you, then you read it. Yes, I have been to Calabar. She has given me the pen. I have studied. The scientists have found the cure for the pandemic. So these are the answers to the initial questions I gave you. Now, I hope you understood the lesson and I would like you to try some of these. Now I have tasks for you. The first task I have is mention the structures or the structure of present perfect tense. The second one is list 3 ways we can use present perfect tense. The third is provide 3 examples of present perfect tense. These are simple questions you can attempt. If you look at the slides again, I'm sure you'll be able to do them perfectly. Thank you.